Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's Deep Dive.
It's great to be here.
All right, so this week we've got 5 fascinating sources that cover everything from a data center that's basically a small city to a new AI that's all about truth-seeking.
And even expert predictions looking all the way ahead to 2025.
Exactly. So get ready because we're about to uncover some hidden gems in all of this AI news.
Sounds good. Let's dive in.
Okay, so first up, we've got South Korea making a big splash in the AI world.
Big might be an understatement. They're building the world's largest AI data center.
Seriously, the world's largest?
Yep, a 3-gigawatt behemoth. Imagine the energy it'll take to run that thing.
That's mind-blowing. I mean, that's enough to power a small city, right?
Absolutely. It's a huge undertaking, but it shows how serious South Korea is about becoming a global leader in AI.
So it's not just about the tech, it's about making a statement.
Exactly. It's about establishing themselves as a major player in the AI arena.
And the team behind this project is pretty impressive too.
Oh yeah, you've got Fur Hills, a division of Stock Farm Road Inc., LG Air, Brian Koo.
And the veteran innovator, Dr. Amin Badr Eldin.
It's a powerhouse team, and they're aiming to create not just a data center, but an economic engine.
Right, because this project's expected to bring in, what, like $3.5 billion annually?
That's the estimate, and over 10,000 new jobs too.
Wow, so this is a huge investment with the potential for some major returns.
Absolutely. And this is just the beginning. Fur Hills plans to use their energy to intelligence strategy to expand AI infrastructure across Asia, Europe, even the US.
So they're thinking big picture global domination.
Definitely. Now let's switch gears a bit and talk about a different kind of AI development this time. It's xAI, Elon Musk's company.
Ah, yes, Elon Musk, always pushing the boundaries.
And their latest creation, Grok 3, is no exception.
So what's so special about Grok 3?
Well, it's designed to be a truth seeker, an AI that prioritizes finding and presenting the truth.
Even if it's controversial.
Even then, which is a pretty bold approach.
It definitely goes against the grain of a lot of AI development, which tends to focus on avoiding bias.
Right, but Musk has a different vision for Grok 3. He wants it to be an unfiltered source of truth.
Interesting. But how do they ensure it doesn't just become a platform for misinformation?
That's where the massive amount of data and processing power comes in. They used a data center with 200,000 GPUs to train Grok 3.
200,000? That's insane. How does that even compare to what other AI models use?
It's 10 times the computing power used for Grok 2. So we're talking about a significant leap in processing capability.
Wow, so with all that power, what can Grok 3 actually do?
Well, it can analyze images, answer questions with impressive nuance.
And it even utilizes what are called reasoning models.
Exactly. These models basically try to think through problems and fact-check their own answers like a human would.
So it's like AI double-checking its own work. Pretty impressive.
Definitely. And early reports suggest that Grok 3 is outperforming some of the leading AI models out there.
Really? Like which ones?
Well, in some benchmarks, it's surpassing OpenAI's GPT-4, and it's even leading on Chatbot Arena, where users can directly compare and evaluate different chatbots.
So it sounds like Grok 3 is a real contender in the AI world.
Absolutely. Now let's shift gears again and talk about a more practical application of AI.
Okay, so we've got mega data centers, truth-seeking AI. What's next?
This time, it's about using AI to fight fraud.
Oh, interesting. So like catching criminals with AI.
In a way, it's more about preventing fraud with something called Intelligent Document Processing, or IDP.
IDP, what's that all about?
It uses machine learning to analyze documents, verify information in real time, and essentially act as a superpowered fraud detective.
So like if a business is running a loyalty program, AI can make sure no one's faking receipts or abusing bonuses.
Exactly. And it goes way beyond loyalty program. Think about finance, accounting, banking.
All those industries rely heavily on documents.
Right. AI can scrutinize invoices, expense reports, loan applications, anything that could be vulnerable to fraud.
It's like having an extra set of eyes constantly on the lookout for anything suspicious.
Exactly. Now for our final topic, let's talk about some potential shakeups in the tech world.
Always exciting. What's going on?
There are rumors swirling about a possible partnership between Apple and Alibaba.
Apple and Alibaba. That's an unexpected pairing. What are they up to?
Well, it seems Apple might be considering integrating Alibaba's Qwen AI into iPhones in China.
So why would Apple do that? I mean, they have their own AI, right?
They do, but this move is likely driven by China's unique regulatory landscape.
Meaning?
OpenAI's models, which are widely used elsewhere, aren't currently available in China.
Ah, I see. So Apple needs a different solution if they want to offer cutting-edge AI features to their Chinese users.
And Qwen AI seems to fit the bill. It's making waves in the open source AI community and is a top contender in the world of large language models.
So it's a powerful AI that Apple can use without running into regulatory roadblocks.
Exactly. And the market seems to like the idea that Alibaba's stock surged after news of the potential partnership broke, and Apple shares saw a bump too.
So everyone's betting on this partnership to be a success.
It seems that way. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out and what it means for the future of AI in China.
Definitely. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our AI deep dive.
From massive data centers and truth-seeking algorithms to fraud-busting AI and potential tech giant partnerships.
It's been a wild ride, and we're just getting started.
Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll delve into expert predictions for the future of AI.
We'll explore what trends are shaping this technology, what opportunities and challenges lie ahead, and what it all means for our future.
It's going to be fascinating.
Absolutely. So buckle up, and we'll see you in part 2. All right, so we've explored some pretty mind-blowing developments in AI, like that massive data center in South Korea, and xAI's truth-seeking Grok 3.
And we even touched on how AI is being used to combat fraud.
But now let's shift gears and look ahead to what the experts predict for the future of AI. We've got insights from industry leaders, from companies like Red Hat and IBM,
to those focused on specialized fields like cybersecurity and sustainability.
Right, so let's dive into what they're saying. What trends are they seeing?
Well, one key theme is that we're moving away from simply judging AI models by how big they are.
So it's not just about packing in as many parameters as possible anymore.
Exactly. Grant Shipley, Senior Director of AI at Red Hat, believes we'll see a shift towards smaller, more specialized AIs.
Makes sense. I mean, it's like building a team of experts, right? Each with their own specific area of focus.
Exactly. Instead of one giant jack-of-all-trades AI, we'll have a team of specialized AIs working together.
That's a pretty interesting concept.
Right.
So how do we ensure that these specialized AIs can actually communicate and work together effectively?
Good question. Dominic Wellington, Enterprise Architect at SnapLogic, highlights the importance of unified data foundations.
Unified data foundations.
Right. Think of it as a common ground for all these different AI systems to share information and collaborate.
So it's like building a shared language for all these AI specialists so they can understand each other and work together smoothly.
Exactly. Now this brings up another interesting prediction from Bill Higgins, VP at IBM, who sees open source AI models gaining serious traction.
Open source AI, why is that becoming so important?
Well, for one, it's more affordable, which means smaller companies and research teams can access powerful AI tools without breaking the bank.
That makes sense. And it probably fosters more collaboration and transparency too, right?
Absolutely. Developers can build on each other's work, driving innovation at a faster pace.
So it's like a community effort to advance AI development.
Precisely. But of course, with any open system, there are concerns about potential misuse.
Right. How do we ensure responsible development in such an open environment?
It's a valid concern, and the AI community is actively addressing it. Think of it like the evolution of open source software.
Which initially had its own set of worries.
Exactly. But over time, communities develop best practices, security protocols, and ethical guidelines to mitigate risks.
So we're learning from past experiences to ensure that open source AI is developed and used responsibly.
Exactly. Now, another fascinating prediction comes from Jonathan Sidderhorth, CEO of Turing, who believes that the most advanced AI systems will be those that can learn from human expertise.
So AI learning from the best of the best.
He envisions AI systems acting like apprentices, observing and absorbing the knowledge of experienced professionals.
Wow, imagine an AI learning financial modeling from a seasoned Wall Street analyst.
Or surgical techniques from a renowned surgeon. The possibilities are incredible.
It's like combining the intuition and experience of humans with the raw processing power of AI.
Exactly. Now, with all this talk about advanced AI, it's important to remember that it's not just about the technology itself.
Right. It's about how we use it.
Exactly. Nick Burling from the SUNY emphasizes the importance of strategic AI investment.
Meaning?
In 2025, companies will be laser-focused on demonstrating the real-world value of their AI projects.
So no more AI for AI's sake. It's about using AI to solve real problems and drive tangible benefits.
Absolutely. Now, as we integrate AI more deeply into our lives, we also need to consider the ethical implications.
Right, AI anticipating our needs, streamlining our workflows, making our lives easier.
Andy Wilson from Dropbox envisions AI seamlessly woven into our lives through mobile devices and wearables.
It sounds amazing, but it also raises questions about data privacy.
Absolutely. As AI becomes more pervasive, we need to ensure our data is handled responsibly.
And that we have control over how it's used.
Transparency and user consent will be crucial.
Agreed. Now, let's not forget about the bigger picture. Kendra DeKyrle at IBM highlights AI's potential to help companies achieve their sustainability goals.
Right. AI can optimize energy consumption, track environmental impact, and help organizations make more sustainable decisions.
So it's like having an AI sustainability consultant working behind the scenes.
Exactly. Now, James Ingram from StreetBees predicts a shift from simply training AI models to optimizing their real-time reasoning capabilities.
Real-time reasoning, what does that mean?
That means AI systems that can not only process vast amounts of data, but also think on their feet and adapt to changing circumstances.
So it's not just about how much information an AI can absorb, but how effectively it can apply that knowledge in real-time situations.
Precisely. It's a move towards more dynamic and responsive AI.
That's a significant leap forward. But as we develop these more advanced AI systems, what about the potential for unintended consequences?
It's a valid concern. Jason Schoenfield, CTO of Cognite, believes we'll start to see real-world examples of generative AI delivering tangible benefits.
Generative AI, like the kind that can create images and text.
Exactly. He points to a case where AI reduced the time it takes to perform root cause analysis in industrial settings from months to just minutes.
Wow, that's incredible. But what about the potential for these generative AI systems to be used for malicious purposes, like creating deepfakes?
It's a serious issue. Siggy Steffensen, cyber safety CTO at Gen, warns about the erosion of trust in the digital world due to deepfakes.
Because these fabricated videos can be incredibly realistic. Right?
Exactly, making it difficult to distinguish between what's real and what's fake.
So it's a double-edged sword, with AI offering incredible benefits, but also potential risks.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important to have these conversations to explore both the exciting possibilities and the potential pitfalls.
Absolutely. So with all these predictions, where do you think we're headed with AI?
Well, the future of AI is a mix of exciting possibilities and complex challenges. We're on the cusp of incredible breakthroughs in areas like healthcare sustainability and personalized technology.
But we also need to be mindful of the potential downsides, like data privacy concerns, the potential for misuse, and the need to ensure that AI is developed and used responsibly.
It's a dynamic landscape, and staying informed and engaged is crucial.
Absolutely. So what's next in our deep dive?
In part 3, we'll delve deeper into these expert predictions and explore the broader implications of AI's rapid evolution.
All right, so we've explored some pretty incredible advancements in AI this week.
From South Korea's massive data center to the truth-seeking Grok 3 and even AI fighting fraud.
We've covered a lot of ground. Now, let's take a step back and think about the bigger picture.
Right, what have we learned from all of this? What are the key takeaways?
Well, one thing that really stands out to me is just how pervasive AI is becoming. It's impacting everything.
Absolutely. From revolutionizing entire industries to addressing global challenges like climate change, AI is touching every aspect of our lives.
And it's not just about creating bigger and more powerful AI models anymore, right?
It seems like there's a shift happening, a move towards a more tailored approach to AI development.
So instead of bigger is always better, it's about finding the right tool for the right job.
Exactly. The experts are predicting a move towards smaller, more specialized AI systems.
Like a team of AI experts, each with their own area of focus. Makes sense.
And these specialized systems need to be able to work together smoothly.
Which is where the idea of unified data foundations comes in.
Exactly. It's like building a shared language for all these different AI specialists so they can communicate effectively.
That's a pretty cool concept. And another key takeaway for me is the rising importance of open source AI.
Oh, absolutely. Open source models offer a compelling alternative to proprietary systems.
Because they foster collaboration, transparency, and accessibility, right?
Exactly. It democratizes AI, making these powerful tools available to a much wider range of people and organizations.
Which could lead to even more innovation and problem solving, which is exciting.
It is, but we also need to be mindful of the potential risks of open source AI. Just like with any powerful tool, there's always the possibility of misuse.
Absolutely. And that brings up another crucial point. ethical considerations. As AI becomes more integrated into our lives, we need to ensure it's being developed and used responsibly.
Data privacy, algorithmic bias, the potential for job displacement, these are all serious issues that need to be addressed.
It's a lot to consider, but these conversations are so important. We need to be having these discussions now to ensure that AI benefits everyone.
Exactly. And remember, this is just the beginning. AI is evolving rapidly, and we need to stay informed and engaged to shape its trajectory.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one message you want our listeners to take away?
I'd say it's this. The future of AI is full of potential, but it's up to all of us to guide its development and ensure it's used for good. Stay curious, stay informed, and stay engaged in the conversation.
Great advice. Thanks for joining me on this AI deep dive. It's been an incredible journey, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for this amazing technology.